And we're live on another episode of Stream This, where we are streaming movies that
don't suck.
The ones that got away. Those classics that we no longer see on our Netflix browsing feed because for some reason they just want to feed you the bullshit that is on. All right, listen. I'm not gonna get
too hot to handle.
I'm not gonna go on a rant.
Love Island.
I do not want to. You do not want to see my Netflix For You page, if that's what it's called. But you're right. It is full of.
You got a weird algorithm.
Housewives of Atlanta, Georgia.
That's a good one though. It's got Nene Leakes.
He does watch everything. You do watch everything.
No, it's got the one girl in it too. She was in a singing group back in the day. She wrote No Scrubs.
From TLC, like T-Boss?
She wasn't in TLC though. She was in a different singing group, and she wrote that song. I can't remember her name.
I'm gonna have you scoot over like good. Okay. Yeah. I don't want you to fall out. All right.
Because I've been married for 17 years, dude. My wife only watches reality TV though.
Yeah.
Like that's it. Like it's not maybe something that I particularly watch, but if she's watching it and we can have some good time together, then yeah.
He's a good husband.
I'll watch whatever because I watch everything. So
yeah, absolutely. And if you get into it, you can enjoy anything too.
Exactly.
So here we are. I am JP Lambiase, by the way, and we have our two guests here.
Brian Milligan,
Chris Ray,
both Orlando comedians.
Oh, Jason.
And we are going to be discussing. I don't know. Everyone's kind of got our movies picked out right now. We're gonna name some films that we either freaking love that no one's seen. Or maybe some of us love and others don't like at all. So, shall be interesting. So, Chris, since you're new to this, Chris Ray, and we got our other friend Chris he's the voice of God. That's what we call him.
in the heckle chair.
So say something in voice of Gotti right now.
I fucked up making these people in this place burning to the ground.
No, he didn't sound like Morgan Freeman.
Yeah. But it did seem like he was unsure.
That's true.
Definitely God.
So, Chris, what is on your list?
So today, I kind of pulled this out of the hat, but Blank Man.
Blank Man.
Blank Man's just one of those old movies back when Damon Wayans was doing his thing, and they gave him a ton of money, and he's like, I'm going to do a regular guy superhero movie. Yeah. And I chose Blank Man because
like Hancock.
Yeah, low budget.
Really, really low budget.
Much lower budget.
Okay. It's been a while. Refresh my memory.
Okay, so Blank Man, Damon Wayans, he's just this average day-to-day nerd where he tinkers with just everything, right? Like his glasses you could tell he's gotten beaten up so much.
Oh, he's nerdy.
Yeah, he got beat up so much that his glasses, part of it is a fork.
Yeah.
And it's just the side of it is just a fork, and he's got it all taped together and stuff. And he's got J5 is his own robot.
That's right.
It's
he's got a robot.
yeah. It's like Short Circuit Johnny 5, but his own little R2D2 version of it. It's a washing machine with a hula skirt and all these different things to make it look like an actual two pom-poms for the eyes and flashlights.
What's the struggle?
So the struggle is that he's so sick and tired of living in a bad neighborhood, and his grandmother gets beat up or almost dies, and he's just so sick of it, and he almost gets beat up on the subway, and this other old lady gets beat up, and he's just so sick of being a sucker that he's got to fight back, and the only way that he knows how to is to be a nerdy superhero, and he has no superhero.
So it's like Batman. So he has no power. He's just.
But I feel right when he becomes a superhero, he just gets his ass kicked a lot, right?
All the time.
That's what it is, right?
And it's kind of
it's
great.
Like Kick-Ass in a way.
A little bit.
A little less violent, too.
Yeah, because when he gets hit, it's Damon Wayans going, ah!
Yeah.
Oh, he does. So it doesn't take itself too seriously,
right,
obviously.
Not at all.
And one of the things that I did recall was it did a lot of lampooning. Is that what the word is? Where they... I don't know.
It was not like Scream and what's
Scary movie.
Scary. It's not to that extent because
No.
there was no real culture for hero movies at that time
at all.
It was just
it was
sad.
old
So it was more just satire.
So all it was basically them doing old Batman moves. It was kapow, chapeen,
Yeah.
oh, chabam, boom. And it was like them kind of getting lucky along the way and stumbling through with like his little gadgets. And stuff.
Chris Robinson, have you seen this?
I've seen portions of it. And
Portions of Blink Man.
right now, having two white guys like.
Well, they don't know. To the new viewers, they don't know.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Oh yeah. God is black.
That's right.
That's right.
We all knew that.
No, but I mean, if we're gonna speak on that on that category, don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. As you've
Yeah.
all seen that,
Of course.
that is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Well, the Wayans
very
have always been like
very quotable.
inside Hollywood as like the guys doing it.
And like it just seems to be like every generation of the Wayans. You know
Yeah.
what I
Oh,
mean?
they're,
like,
they're,
all so
you know what they
talented.
remind me of? They're like the Doyle rules.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know, Doyle. One of these days, but like they just keep being nice.
There's
nice,
so many
great people. Yeah.
There's so many Waynes, and I didn't realize that because I grew up on what we were talking about with Blank Man. Didn't he do another movie called like Major Pain? Or
Oh
something
yeah.
Like that?
Oh
Yeah.
man,
Yeah.
at that time, Damon Wayans was like
Damon
untouched. He
Wayans
did
was-
Mo Money. He
Oh,
did Major
yeah.
Pain. Like
And
he
they
did
really
this
did
one.
really good job with the satire
Yeah.
on Don't Be a Menace because the whole title is every movie they satired, which I think is more incredible. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Don't, like Menace to Society. Yeah.
Well, not to mention like in the middle of all their movies, there's that message baby message.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's just like again a part of like what they've always done is just like
I still
let's
got my trigger finger.
That's
just,
right.
let's just slide it right
I love
in there.
it.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
I suck your dick. It's so quotable. Like even the I'm not even offended with the Asian stuff. I love it. You
Yeah,
gotta pick up
yeah.
$5.
Yeah.
I like when the lady like has
Hurry up and buy.
Hurry up and buy.
has sex with one of the Wayans brothers, and then she's like, "I'm pregnant." He's like, "We just had sex." She's like, "I got 8 kids. I know when I'm pregnant."
I know when I'm pregnant. That just happened like 2 seconds ago. Right. No, like it's filled with the whole thing. Like even when like it's poetic justice. It's Boys in the
Boys in the
Hood.
Hood.
Boys in
yeah,
the
for sure.
Hood.
They do everything, and it's funny because that's their own friends
I
that did
know.
those black films.
Fri-
They're just like,
yeah.
we're just gonna shit on your
Gin
film.
and, gin and juice. Gin and juice.
Oh, yeah.
All of it. Menace to Society. Which these are great movies, by the way. That
Oh,
they're-
yeah.
that
I was
they're-
about to ask. I was like, have you guys actually seen
Oh,
all the
yeah.
movies that these are based on?
Yes.
Yes.
Those are amazing.
Oh
Yes.
my God.
Yes.
Yeah. Was
Yeah,
in Boys in the Hood another one?
Yeah,
they
yeah.
did?
Boys in the Hood is like
That was a
the
great
main one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Sure.
Menace to Society.
Menace to
It was both of
Society.
those. Yeah.
Yeah. Followed that pretty.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you can't watch. You can't go straight to Don't Be a Menace without getting the source material.
Speaking
You know?
of ones that flew under the radar, Spy Hard.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Leslie Nielsen.
Yep. Spy Hard. That one lampoon. That one made fun of Speed, True Lies.
James
Have you
Bond.
seen
So
Spy
much.
Hard?
Yeah, Spy Hard. Well, there was a whole bunch of spoof
Weird
movies
Al
at the time.
starts it off with doing a James Bond
That's right.
parody.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because he does the intro song,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
And then
I-
his head explodes.
That's right. Right at the end. Like, yep.
Dude, Spy Hard.
I haven't seen that movie.
I always confuse
Incredible.
Spy Hard with Hot Shots.
Dude, they
Like,
make
the
fun of
two
Home
them
Alone
movies.
and Spy Hard.
Yeah.
Like they go hard on Home Alone
They
parody.
do.
They kill it.
I went on a string of Leslie
Pulp
Leslie
Fiction.
Nielsen movies back
Yeah.
in the day. So, I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember the specifics of the movie, but I know I've seen that movie a couple of times. You know,
Yeah.
I remember him being a spy, obviously, but it's in the title.
It's a really bad movie, but it does like hit so many movies that it's parodying, and they're all action spy movies. So they're like the best of the best in like the 90s.
I gotta. Never mind. I was
Which
trying to
is
think. There was
great.
like this old English one too that I feel like they parodied off of The Avengers. You remember that? It's like not the Marvel thing. There was like a show called The Avengers back in
I
the
think
day.
I remember,
It was
yeah.
an English show, and I think they hit some notes on that too, if I remember correctly.
Spy Hard. I mean, just all those little spoof movies. They all went so well because like they would pull off of movies that just happened like a year or so
Yeah.
before. So it was just like in the zeitgeist, like right there. And then of course, James Bond. Like anytime, like no one had really done anything like that. And then that's why
Austin Powers.
eventually, yeah. But the Spy Hard and all that stuff. They
Yeah,
did
that was
first.
before. You're right. Austin Powers really did a
They focused on that one part.
But we don't get those movies anymore, unless
don't.
we don't really get comedies.
They stopped doing like Not Another Teen Movie,
Yeah.
Scary Movie.
Yeah.
Then they just went off the rails, though. You gotta like they did. I mean, some that went straight to DVD.
That's what comedies are now. Like it's straight to streaming.
Straight to DVD.
Right.
We don't deserve a theater.
Yeah, if it doesn't have The Rock and Kevin Hart in it, it's straight to
It's
Netflix.
garbage. Yeah,
exactly.
no.
Well, even
But
some of those
some
are
of these
garbage.
were like not another
teen movie.
teen movie, but some of them they started coming out with were ridiculous. Not another natural disaster movie.
Yes.
Like I'm like, come on now, you guys are really stretching now. Like, what else are you gonna find? A category that no one watches.
But
Well,
it's-
once DVDs went away, like some of those movies just didn't make sense anymore because
Yeah.
at least they would get the opening release weekend and then they'd get, okay, cool.
Yeah.
At least we're going to make up all this no weekend having stuff to
But
then
they
get
still.
DVD stuff.
I mean, when was the last Scary Movie? Because Scary Movie was really a franchise that could keep going because they kept making fun of just the newer Scary Movies, and you're never gonna run out of Scary Movies. They're always gonna keep coming out with new ones.
Sure.
If I had to guess, probably 2010. Yeah, I'm just throwing that out.
Yeah,
You want to
it's
listen?
Yeah,
probably
look
not.
it
It's
up.
probably not bad.
Somewhere in
guess.
there, because we
God,
haven't.
can you help?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Will you look up when the last Scary Movie was? Scary Movie 12.
Speaking of which, by the way,
They were making fun of like Michael Jackson while he was still alive, I
Yeah.
think. You know what I mean? So it was before Michael Jackson died.
Yeah, we were.
Then maybe it was 2006.
It's funny how we're gauging it. Yeah, we are making fun of Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Are we?
speaking of the fact that like nobody respects comedies anymore, the second Coming to America movie.
It was good?
Straight
Was
to
it good?
Amazon.
Straight in.
Oh,
No.
but that was
No,
the
it
new one,
wasn't.
right? That's a remake,
It
right?
wasn't good
It
at
had
all.
moments. No, it wasn't a remake. Had Eddie
And I
Murphy.
was,
Everything.
I really was hoping that it was going to be good, but
Me
it
too.
was not good.
When did it come out?
I think
Last year.
it was during COVID, I think.
Yep, I remember when it came out. I think I didn't watch it because everyone was disappointed by it.
Yeah, I was really, really disappointed by it.
Scary Movie 6, 2022.
Ooh, they're gonna have a new one.
There's a new one coming out.
No, that was
Oh,
last
no,
year.
2022 would be already out.
What?
What year are we in?
23.
Thank you.
Straight to Roku.
Thank you, God.
That one's straight
Yeah,
to Roku.
yeah,
That's how
exactly.
bad that one is.
Jeez.
It's like the Weird Al movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. I streamed that.
Was it good?
I loved it.
I want to watch
Dude,
it. I don't
it's-
have a Roku. So.
It's amazing.
I
Yeah,
heard it
haven't-
was
I
really
haven't seen
good.
it either.
I mean, you have to go into it
Yeah.
with it being a Weird Al movie.
Yeah.
And not.
Oh yeah,
like,
no, it's gonna be. It's
not
gonna
like
be
Walk Hard.
gnarly.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
I loved
wish.
Weird Al when I was a kid, though. So
Me too.
I mean, it was. I mean,
I would like them to do another Weird Al movie though, and actually be a.
I mean, it was his decision to do it that way.
it was his decision.
did you ever watch UHF back in the day?
Like
no, there was a movie that
yeah,
Weird
I
Al
think I
did called,
Yeah,
called
yeah,
UHF.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
It's
I
gnarly.
remember.
Oh, it's a weird one.
It's like an,
It's
it's like
weird.
an acid trip.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like
I know what
honestly,
you're talking about.
Very,
though.
very, very out there.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like watching like Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like it's just weird. Like it's
Well, he's weird, and
yeah.
I guess it fits, right?
yeah, that's true.
They gave him money to do that too,
That's right.
right? Like,
Man, you guys both did parody movies, and I was originally gonna do Mad Max Fury Road, but
Oh.
I changed, and like halfway through the
okay,
conversation,
all right.
I got to
But
write down.
I
that-
didn't do. I'm still not doing a parody movie. I'm just doing a different 2015 movie.
Okay.
Ex Machina.
Oh,
yes.
I
Okay.
love that movie.
I think that's what the movie
Amazing. I
Megan
need-
wanted to be.
yeah, that's exactly what it was like.
I haven't
Megan-
even seen it because it was PG-13, and I was like, and I've already seen Ex Machina.
Yeah.
So please continue.
Oh my god, it's I love that movie. I mean, it's it's artificial intelligence, and then really trying to determine whether that artificial intelligence is really has its consciousness or not. And I mean, I'm trying to think. What's the main actor in it? The guy who plays the genius.
jeez.
Oscar Isaacs. That's isn't that?
Mhm. Yep,
Yeah,
that's
Oscar.
Oscar
It's
Isaac.
Oscar Isaacs, and then the main actor is he's from Star Wars. His name's shoot. He's an Irish actor, and his whole family's an actor. I can't remember his name either.
Domhnall
Domhnall
Gleeson.
Gleeson. Yeah. Awesome movie. But it's a guy who works for a tech billionaire, basically Google, essentially. And his boss is a reclusive genius who hasn't been seen in a little while. And this guy wins a trip to go to his boss's house without, they don't really know why or anything, but he wins. And so he goes there, and he does the eccentric genius basically says we're doing a Turing test, which is like the test that they use to determine whether AI is conscious or not. So you have this young Alicia Vikander who plays an AI robot,
yeah.
and
She was hot.
she's amazing in that movie. And it's basically 3 people in one house for the whole movie.
Yeah, it was great.
And it's so gripping.
So
you know?
good. Oh, speaking of now, you're alluding to all these great movies I want to bring up. One of them that was very similar to that with the sci-fi-esque was Upgrade. Has anyone seen Upgrade?
Yeah.
So kind of same thing, stem cell.
Yeah.
He gets implanted. Ends up becoming a paraplegic from a car accident. They performed a surgery on him, and then all of a sudden he becomes like actual Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Because he's not Tom Brady, Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
Because he's not Tom. He's discount Tom Hardy.
That's
I'm sure
right.
it's like a B movie.
I can't remember that guy's name either.
I can't either. I
It's
just
a good
know
movie, though.
It was a great movie. And then the other movie that takes place in just one space that I think is definitely fallen under the radar. That's amazing. Is I believe it's something Cloverfield Lane.
Oh, 10 Cloverfield Lane.
10 Cloverfield Lane.
Yeah.
John Goodman.
Is incredible, and John Goodman had a performance of a lifetime, and I'm surprised that there wasn't more talk about his performance in that being the creepiest, most unsettling performance I've ever seen from him.
There's something underrated about movies where they isolate. And because it's so much harder for the actors because they're really having to carry everything.
Sure.
There's no outside interaction at all. So it's basically just 2 actors in a room, and you really just get to showcase how good they are. And
That's why Saw works.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
the tense.
Even back in the day, there was like My Dinner with Andre or something like that. It was like it's literally 2 guys having a conversation, and it was just fascinating. You know what I mean?
Who's seen 10 Cloverfield Lane?
I've seen it.
10 Cloverfield Lane. Have you seen Cloverfield?
Yes.
So 10 Cloverfield Lane is about this girl that gets literally like in a car crash in the first 5 minutes of this movie and wakes up in like a fallout shelter. And that's your movie. And John Goodman comes in there and you don't know who the fuck he is and why he's there. So that's what I think is great about these premises. I am not like nodding off to this movie. I am already going like, why is she there? How is she going to get out? Who's this guy? Why is he there? What does he want with her? And the whole movie is just unreal. Yeah.
I don't know. The feeling I got when I first watched that, I'm like, they are playing into the sympathy TV dad look of John Goodman. That's been imprinted in our lives from Roseanne this entire time. Yeah, no, they have to. Like that's such great casting because it's like
that's what's crazy about it though, because he's like. You could tell he's just like scared for her because like she doesn't really know what's happening because the whole Cloverfield thing happens while she's like unconscious. So he's like, no, you can't leave this place because if you leave, you'll die.
Yeah.
And she's like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah,
and why?
course.
Like she thinks she's being held hostage.
The conflict is amazing.
Yeah.
The conflict's amazing. It's polarizing. It's this paradox that they're both kind of living in.
Yeah.
Genius idea in terms of we're not going to do a sequel to this movie. We're actually going to get granular on one person
Yep.
and their experience. They can almost do a
Just like zombie movies. That's what it basically is. These are apocalyptic scenarios where we have to like literally go down to our roots, core essence of us as people.
Yep.
Or we fight or flight.
Well, I think my buddy Ray Reyes actually said this, about the duality of either I'm losing my humanity or I'm regaining it from some lost point. You know what I mean? And I think that's why it's cool to watch someone, like Joel in The Last of Us, where he's trying to regain his humanity through what his actions are. Do you know what I mean?
Or through sacrifice as well. Like, because a lot, like sometimes that's how the movies end is like the hero story ends with him sacrificing. But that's where the arc takes it because you need the hero story.
Braveheart ending.
Exactly.
Oh wait, don't
That's
spoil
exactly what I was thinking.
Braveheart ending, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Another one you gotta check
well,
out.
you spoiled it. So.
Well, you basically become the martyr in Braveheart. So yeah.
It's history. It's like knowing the ending to the Titanic.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, spoiler alert: William Wallace dies. It only happened like 300 years ago.
No big deal.
I didn't know. I didn't read the books.
No.
Yeah, I didn't read the history. But no, seriously though, I mean, like, these epic stories, right? I'm still distraught. Chris, I didn't see Braveheart, and that was on
You
my
never saw
No,
Braveheart?
and that was on my list. So
We did ruin Braveheart.
yeah.
Did we? Did we?
But he ruined it already. He's like, hey, I'm gonna watch a really epic fight scene that's like 2/3 into the movie. So I'm sitting there.
I showed him the ending where like the guy in Jaws like gets eaten in half. But you gotta watch this best part.
Yeah. Well,
God, whole human gets
I
eaten.
was
You know what, though?
sucked in. Obviously, it was.
Sometimes you don't need to see the whole movie.
No.
You know, sometimes Cliff Notes are just as good.
That's why I haven't seen Passion of the Christ.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, you know what? The book to movie adaptation is probably not the best anyway.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I only read the red subtitles on that one. That's the only one that's important.
Yeah.
Can I tell you really quickly? Years ago, when Passion of the Christ came out, and I was like a kid,
Uh-huh.
my grandparents' church did a church trip
To watch it. Ooh.
not knowing that the movie
Ooh.
was just them beating the shit out of
Ooh.
Gosh,
Oh no.
how uncomfortable was
the
that?
pain and suffering of being with.
How old were you?
I must have been, I don't know, 10 or something.
Well,
yes,
you had to
perfect
watch that
age,
at 10 years
perfect
old.
age.
Oh my
But
god.
to watch
Brutal.
a church bus full of old Baptist black people
Dude.
watch Jesus get the shit kicked out of him.
No, I'm talking about. It's like you see flesh rip.
Oh
It's
no.
one
Oh,
of that.
no.
It's like watching someone.
And this is all
in
Mel
a UFC
Gibson's doing,
fight,
right?
and
This
you're
is
like,
this is all Mel Gibson going like, well, we know we need to make it look real.
Correct. yeah.
But
Authenticity is key in that one.
I'm pretty sure Henry Cavill got struck by lightning in that movie.
Yeah.
In real life,
Yes.
while he was on the cross. Like, it was
Oh
almost
my
like God
God.
going,
Oh
hey,
my
dude,
god, the
stop
actor
it.
an actor playing it was Superman too.
No, that's. Oh, I'm thinking Caviezel. Sorry, you're right. It's not Henry Cavill.
What
It's
would be
Jim Caviezel?
Oh, I can't wait for that to
I
get.
was like,
that
what?
edit.
Hey,
I want to get that.
I
edit
got
in there.
I got a little sidetrack. Yeah, not Henry Cavill, Jim Caviezel. Yeah, he was on the cross, electrified.
Okay.
How was he on the cross? Okay, thank you.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
making sure.
I look like
That's
Jesus.
what I was going for. Like you got the look.
Yeah.
All right. Other movies that fell under the radar. I have American Ultra.
Okay.
That's a good one.
What?
American.
That's a what's his
One
name?
I haven't seen.
If you haven't seen it,
Oh, wow.
you gotta
Kristen
see
Is
it.
it Kristen Stewart?
No, yes, Kristen Stewart and Jesse Eisenberg.
Jesse Eisenberg.
And John Leguizamo.
Oh,
'cause
yeah,
I freaking love
yeah.
John Leguizamo. I'm telling you, I love John
What
Leguizamo.
movie is
Me
this?
too, dude.
Wow.
Dude,
I've never.
You probably seen it. If all I'm gonna tell you is he like kills someone with a spoon because he wanted his ramen soup at a gas station. Does that ring a bell?
It's like a
No.
sleeper cell
Is this-
situation.
okay, so I guess
No.
this movie kind of fell under the radar, like as
Okay.
it should, as this segment implies.
That's right.
American Ultra is about a little nerdy kid that likes to smoke a lot of weed, and he's like a stoner, Jesse Eisenberg, like he kind of reminds me of the Social Network kind of character.
Oh, you mean all the ones
Awkward.
he does? Got it.
Awkward.
Like every
He specializes
character,
in that, right?
He's just like
It's him and Michael
yeah,
Cera.
so you know what I mean, like I
Yes.
just
Oh man, if they made a movie with those two as brothers, man.
yeah.
Right.
Step
So
brothers.
the premise is he is like I don't know, an ex secret like assassin that was dormant, and they activated him, and
Like Jason Bourne style.
just
Yes.
exactly.
He's a Manchurian candidate.
So the reason that makes it
okay.
fun is that because he's obviously sought out to be murdered, and there's people rooting for him, and then people that want to kill him, and he's just like a little stony nerd. And it's fun because it's like he's a stony nerd. You get to see Jesse Eisenberg do like really cool stuff. And the story's actually pretty badass. And as far as the action sequences and like the overall choreography, freaking better than a lot of the Marvel shit I've been watching lately. To be honest,
He's
with you.
getting baked a lot too.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm all for that.
It's
we go.
It's fun, and it's not necessarily a comedy, but there's comedy in it.
It's sort of like, you know how Kick-Ass is kind of like an action
Yeah.
movie with comedy, but
Sure.
it's not really like comedy. Like, I don't know. They probably did advertise
I would
it.
say if you like Kick-Ass, you will like American Ultra. They're very similar.
One-liners, just very, very cutesy pop.
It's like how Kick-Ass is to Marvel movies. This is Jason Bourne is
Yes, that's a great parallel.
Okay.
Great
Yeah.
apparel.
So Jesse Eisenberg as
As an
Jason
action
Bourne.
star,
it's
yeah.
it's
while,
definitely
whilst smoking weed.
Yeah.
it's a popcorn
I'm in.
flick.
Yeah, popcorn.
100% a popcorn flick.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's good though. It's a good watch.
Lucky Number 11 is the same way.
Oh, is that the Jim Carrey one?
No,
No.
Lucky Number 11 is
Oh,
with
that's
Josh
the-
Hartnett
that's the number
and Bruce
13.
Willis
Oh yeah.
and Lucy Liu.
Oh, that's a good cast. That's a great
yeah,
cast.
It's a great cast.
Did you say Josh Hartnett? Too?
Yes,
Yeah,
Josh
Josh
I
Hartnett.
love Josh Hartnett.
Yep.
I had like a crush on him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Guess who else is in it? Oh gosh, it's the older guy. It's not Patrick Stewart. It's the other.
Ian McKellen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
I got you,
No,
dude.
is it? It's not Ian McKellen. Anyways, Lucky Number 11, really, really great.
I'll look it up.
Please.
I'll find out who.
I
the
think
old guy is.
I'll
So
look it. I'll
it's-
watch it too
it's-
if I haven't
it's
watched it
based
yet.
It's based off of Josh Hartnett, his neighbor, or the guy that he's house sitting for.
I feel like I've seen this.
The guy that he's house sitting for is mixed up in a lot of stuff. He owes a lot of gambling debts. So these guys that come over rush him off like in nothing but a towel. And
Okay,
so
okay,
like he
yeah.
like literally gets his nose broken and rushed up to this
Ooh.
tower to like pay off this guy.
Yo,
Okay.
this cast is crazy.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Josh Hartnett, Bruce Willis, Ben Kingsley, Morgan
Kingsley.
Freeman,
Ben
Lucy Liu, Stanley Tucci. I mean, it's like that's a masterclass.
Stacked.
of
Damn.
actors right there.
Stacked.
Oh, I don't know. Here's a little fun fact on The Faculty. There's a lot of fun facts with that.
Yeah.
The Faculty is a horror movie or whatever.
With Josh
slasher.
Hartnett.
Yeah.
Josh Hartnett.
That whole thing was determined to be a blockbuster.
Oh,
Well, like they with the cast and everything,
Sure.
like everything was handpicked, handcrafted. It's the most Hollywood movie basically. Like it was an adaptation from obviously the Scream being such a huge hit, and Hollywood was like, I need these these
Yeah.
specific-" So if you look at the cast, it's like smack dab like
yeah.
holy
Heartthrobs,
You got
like-
Elijah Wood, you got freaking Josh Hartnett, Selma Hayek.
Yeah, I was trying to think of the girl in that.
Selma
movie.
Hayek was one of the teachers. You got Jordan. Is their name Jordan?
They're guaranteeing
I
box
can't remember
office.
the younger girl.
oh, the guaranteed.
It's when Hollywood like wants to guarantee box office. They're
Yeah.
like, you know what?
yeah, and
I've
it
talked about this
didn't do.
twice now,
And
but-
it's still a great movie, but it didn't do nearly as well as they anticipated.
Yeah.
They're really upset.
They're like, one of these Academy Award winning actors you're gonna love. Come and watch this film.
Okay.
You won't matter.
If this isn't a film, but if we're talking Josh Hartnett, have you guys ever watched Penny Dreadful?
Oh God.
It's a TV show on.
have,
I think
just
it's
a
on,
little
I think it's on
Is
Showtime.
it good?
Huh.
Super good.
Oh, super good.
It's him and Eva Green. You know her? She's from a bunch of shit. I don't know. Like she was in the sequel to 300. I know that. But Ava Green and
Okay.
one of the James Bonds.
Not Daniel Craig.
No, he's one of the older ones.
Timothy Dalton.
Timothy Dalton. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
I didn't even know. I'm like, let me just name some
Yeah,
Bonds.
yeah, yeah. Well, you can only get if you know.
License to Kill.
It wasn't Sean Connery. So,
No.
yeah, it was Timothy Dalton. It's super good show. It's like more like macabre and set in like the 1700s in England, and they're like kind of hunting monsters. And
Does
stuff.
Josh Hartnett hold an English accent or have to?
No, he's the only American.
Oh,
in
thank
the movie.
God,
And
they
he's
know
like
how
a
to cast.
Texas guy.
Thank
It's super
God.
good though.
All
Like,
right,
very
real quick,
good.
we got 1 minute left. If you guys want to shout out whatever you want to shout out, or also shout out a film, we will wrap it up.
Brian Milligan or at Brian Milligan Comedy and Funny Style Podcast.
I'm gonna shout out Fifth Element.
Fifth Element. All right,
Before I
Because
go, because that's
and
like,
he's saying that because Brian, don't judge me, but I've not seen it.
Ooh.
It was one of those ones that missed. And I've always been told I need to see it, so I might see it tonight.
Might be my favorite Bruce Willis movie.
It-
I think I like that more than Die Hard.
wow, by far, like just a catch, another really amazing cast, and it's PG-13, so it's
And
not
it had boobs in it.
And it had boobs.
For,
Okay.
for a PG-13 movie to have boobs, like
I like it. Like Nell. Nell had boobs.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway,
I'm Chris Ray.
I know I'm so bad, and I'm JP Lambiase. I'm going to end with my pick. I would say everyone watch The Great and Powerful Oz.
James Franco.
All right, and out.